PDP candidate Ozigbo joins call for unbanning of Ipob, says Nnamdi Kanu filling leadership vacuum. You're welcome to this news. Valentine Ozigbo, candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the Anambra governorship election, says Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (Ipob), is filling the vacuum of leadership failure in the southeast. Ozigbo spoke on Monday during the Arise civil debate held for the governorship election candidate in Awka, the state capital, on Monday. The PDP candidate said Ipob's agitations are genuine in most cases because marginalization happens in Nigeria and Anambra and Igbo people are part of the victims. Ozigbo called for the release of Kanu and the proscription of Ipob as a terrorist group. I honestly feel that what is happening is a failure of leadership. Agitation happens when there is a failure of leadership, he said. And so, when there is a vacuum, Nnamdi Kanu came up to fill that vacuum. Obviously, there are some areas that agitation may lead to that may not be exactly how we wanted. But truly, those agitations are founded in most cases because marginalization happens in Nigeria and Anambra and Igbo people are part of the victims, Ozigbo said. So I urge for dialogue and its release and urge for Ipob to be proscribed so that we can all sit together and solve the problems. Ozigbo, who is the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the Anambra governorship election, says that Nnamdi Kanu is filling the vacuum of leadership failure in the southeast. Their agitations are good, and that is why they are agitating. In most cases, their agitations are genuine. And is calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Once Nnamdi Kanu is released, then the southeast will be free and be peaceful. Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has the right and can talk to his members in which they will hearken to him. Recall that the federal government has tagged the Biafra as terrorist group, that they are terrorizing the country, the southeast. Ozigbo is urging the federal government to proscribe Ipob as a terrorist group. That Ipob is not a terrorist group. They are just agitating for what they want. They are agitating for a state of Biafra. Because marginalization happens in Nigeria, in Anambra, and Igbo people are part of the victims. So, it's urging that the federal government should dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and release him so that the state, the southeast, will be peaceful and everybody will be able to work freely and do what is right at the right time. Latest violence in Anambra disturbing. PDP Guba candidate suspends campaign. Valentine Ozigbo, candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the forthcoming Anambra governorship election, has announced the suspension of his campaign. The Anambra governorship election is scheduled to hold on November 6, 2021. Ozigbo, in a statement issued by Aziza Uko, spokesperson of his campaign organization, said the decision was taken over the spate of violence in the state. Anambra has witnessed a series of attacks targeted at government facilities, including police stations, as well as residential areas. In the latest attack, the Ajali Divisional Police Station was set ablaze. Ozigbo described the recent attacks as alarming and called for urgent efforts to address the menace. In the past few days, we have witnessed an alarming escalation of deadly violence in Anambra. We lost an eminent son and several others in what appears to be a renewed violent campaigning by bandits, he said. A prominent Nigerian public servant, medical doctor, and a stalwart of PDP, Lawrence Ezinwa, was killed in Nnewi South local government area of the state. Ezinwa, who is from Abia, was visiting his wife's village, Ukpo, in Nnewi South, when he met his demise. His driver was also shot and killed. On the same day, a vehicle belonging to a federal lawmaker, Rep. Chris Azubogu, was attacked and his driver killed in cold blood. As a leader, I find the latest violence disturbing and condemnable, and I call for a stop to all acts of violence, particularly against the innocent. Due to those developments, and in line with my belief that no life is worth anybody's ambition, I suspend all my campaign rallies and public appearances scheduled. Every life is precious and ought to be protected and preserved. The PDP candidate also condemned the killing of Chike Akunyili, husband of late Dora Akunyili, ex-Minister of Information and Communications, and expressed condolence to the family and the people of Anambra. Indeed, all Anambra people and my family are shaken by the unimaginable violence which took the life of our illustrious son, Akunyili. We mourn his loss and send our deepest sympathies to his children, and may the Lord receive the soul of the departed, he said. Ozigbo is urging the federal government to dialogue and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also deproscribe Ipob, so that peace can reign and we can all sit together and solve problems. Thank you for always tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day.